Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to beat Kang-Jin Star in Black Myth Wukong. So this is actually quite a challenging boss fight because there's multiple different phases that she goes through. Now, I would recommend not using the pluck of many in this fight. Although it is a fun skill to use, it's going to use a lot of your mana, and she teleports around and flies around too much for you to be able to get massive amounts of usefulness out of it. So I would recommend using Immobilize the most, as well as the Cloud Step to teleport and get close range to her. So during this part of the fight, around whenever you take out about 1/5 of her health, she's just going to do this lightning attack. She's got to run around or dodge from that. And then once she lands down on the ground again, you try to close the distance as much as possible. She'll do that area of effect attack, so whenever that happens, you just want to stay away from it. I end up somehow getting hurt there, but yeah, keep your distance for those area of effect attacks and then try to close the distance. She will do those attacks multiple times, but typically with this fight, you want to dodge roll towards her. Now, I have a really big tip here. So one thing that helps a lot with this fight is just focusing on the dodging. So go a few attempts by just dodging for this fight, and you're going to get the timing down right. Now, using the transformation here, we're able to get a good amount of damage in. Now, the only unfortunate part is she is not weak to fire, which would have been nice here. But yeah, just try to build up the skill gauge there so that you can do the special moon chase or the special moon dance attack like that, as that's going to do a ton of damage, as you can see there. We got her down to about half health here. So once she goes into this next phase, she's going to jump up and do these distance range attacks here that you got to dodge roll towards, and then she's going to do this 5-ball of lightning. It does have a bit of a delay on it, so don't dodge roll a bit too early like I did, or you can also just spam dodge rolls. It seems to work pretty well for this, but it is delayed, so that's one thing to keep in mind. And again, she's going to stay up there, so don't use your Immobilize until she's back down on the ground, and try to keep your distance as well. She's going to do these attacks where you can see the lightning's about to strike the ground. Don't go to those areas. Now we can Immobilize her while she's back on the ground and get some hits in so we can build up our focus. Now, she is kind of hard to hit with multiple of the focus attacks there, but I also recommend using the Rat Prince for the Spirit Summon, as you're able to knock her down too, getting a bunch of extra hits in. So this is really just about dodging these attacks. So the Cloud Step is very useful in this fight because you can do exactly what you saw there, where you can get away and get a nice hit in, and it comes in handy a bit later on. So we got full focus points again, but she's going to start spamming this attack. This one's really easy to dodge. You're just going to dodge roll sideways, and then it's going to get you out of the way. And yeah, just try to use your focus points as much as possible, deal a little bit of extra damage against her. And the Skyfall Strike's really nice, although she doesn't get staggered as much as some other bosses do from this. But it's really about letting your Immobilize and your Cloud Step come back and using those back and forth. And again, that's why we don't want to use a pluck of many, because it's much better utilized on the other skills there. So once you get her down to low health, it's really just about getting those last few hits in with something like Cloud Step, and that's how you can beat Kang-Jin Star and Black Myth Wukong. If you found this video useful, hit that subscribe button below.